Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's your girl Kami. So, a 30-year-old police officer shot dead. This has been one of the most devastating and most sad moments for Sweden, especially because this has not happened in the past 14 years. So, the policeman was shot dead by a 17-year-old Swedish man, and this has brought a lot of grief, and it's been sad for Sweden. I mean, for the past few days, like, a lot of things has been happening in Sweden, but this one was very, very touching, and everybody was so emotional, especially his colleagues. I even saw somewhere that the police were so sad and crying. Anyway, guys, let's go to the news. Let me read what really happened. Let me give you some details of what happened. A 17-year-old Swedish man has been arrested for fatally shooting a police officer in Gothenburg. So, several officers were on patrol in the rough suburb of Biskopsgården on Wednesday evening, that's last week, when one was reportedly hit by a bullet. So, a 30-year-old officer died of his injuries in hospital later that night, according to the initial investigation. It is the first time an active police officer has been shot dead in 14 years. So this has not happened in the past 14 years. So the suspect, who denies the allegation, was arrested on Friday and has been charged with murder and attempted murder. And this is what the prosecutor Ulrika Åberg said to the press conference. He is a young person of 17 years old and is involved in a conflict environment. Claes Johansson, who is the police chief of the Western region, had previously stated that it was too early to say whether the police were the targets of the attack. So the Swedish caretaker Prime Minister Stefan Löfven has expressed outrage over the killing, calling it an attack on open society. And this is what he said: "We will never back down in the struggle against organized crime." He told a news conference on Thursday. A national minute of silence was also held in honor of the murdered official. So you guys, Sweden has for years faced a serious problem of gang-related violence, which has resulted in a high number of fatal shootings in the Nordic countries. Actually, in 2020, there were more than 360 incidents involving firearms in Sweden, with a record of 47 deaths and 117 injuries. That is what the police say. So according to the Swedish Council for Crime Prevention, the number of victims has more than doubled in a decade, now counting for almost 40% of violent deaths in Sweden. The last time an on-duty police officer was killed as a result of violence was in 2007 in Jönköping, when a convicted murderer was being transferred to a psychiatric clinic, according to the Swedish public radio. So you guys, this is very sad. I mean, this is so sad. Like, it's a shock, because this thing has not happened for the past 14 years, and now it happened. And according to the news that I read before, was that this policeman just joined this his work. I mean, he's so young, he's just 33, and he actually moved to Gothenburg to 2019. And according to the news is that he had really struggled to join police. I mean, guys, it's never easy to join this kind of courses. It's very tough, And then finally, luckily enough, he was able to join, his dream career, and started working not long time ago. And then all of a sudden, they just murdered him just like that. I mean, it's really sad, guys. To be honest, this one really touched me. And I don't know what we are going to do about this, our young men who are just joining different gangs and doing crazy things here and there. I mean, it's really sad. Like I said, like, the rate of crime in Sweden has increased like in 40%. So it's really bad, and I think something need to be done. Anyway, guys, I don't really know what to say more about this incident, but it's really sad. So anyway, guys, I'll keep you updated because I know more will be said and more things are going to involve in this, killing of the young Swedish police officer. And like I said, his colleagues were very sad. Some were crying, and it's been a tough moment. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment below, and let me know what you think about the whole situation.